The Yaris has always been popular with buyers ever since it won the European Car of the Year award little more than a decade ago. And now Toyota is hoping that this, the third generation Yaris, can build on that success.
Toyota has sought to stick to its mantra of compact outside, spacious inside for the new car, although it has grown up a little. The Yaris is 10 centimeters longer than the model it replaces, but it's still one of the shortest cars in its class at under 3.9 meters.
The Yaris has less of a cheeky look about it. The new styling is intended to give it a more masculine quality, and while that's broadly been achieved, it may prove a turn-off for some female buyers.
It seems that Toyota has left the tiny iGo to fill the cutesy role, and the Yaris's brief has now been expanded to court a more mature audience, including downsizers who are feeling the pinch and looking for large car refinement in a smaller package.
Toyota's designers say they've created a more driver-focused cabin, but there's no clutch rest in the footwell. On the plus side, our TR spec car has a leather-trimmed wheel and gear knob, and this smart touchscreen sat-nav fitted as standard.
Aside from that, there's an awful lot of plastic trim. You'll only feel the benefit of the fabric panel on the doors when you're in short sleeves, but nonetheless, it all feels well screwed together, and the overall impression is smart and functional. Rear seat headroom and legroom is very good, but we would have liked the doors to open a touch wider to make access that bit easier. The new Yaris is a doddle to manoeuvre around town, and its light steering, tiny 9.4 metre turning circle and standard rear view camera makes parking in tight spaces a breeze. We're testing the 5-door 1.3 litre VVTi in TR trim, which is expected to be the best-selling model in the range.
The 4-cylinder petrol engine is perky enough for urban use, but it does get thrashy if you try to extract more performance further up the rev range.
If you don't mind the racket, its 98 horses will propel the Yaris from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 11.7 seconds, on its way to a top speed of 109 miles per hour. The ride quality is good for such a small car, and the Yaris copes particularly well with the speed humps that city drivers have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. Although 20 kilograms lighter than the previous model, the 1.3-litre Yaris's combined economy of 52.3 miles per gallon is still some way short of stellar, as are its CO2 emissions of 123 grams per kilometre, which place it into road tax band D. If these are high on your buying criteria, then you'll be better served by the diesel version, which will give you an extra 20 miles for every gallon of fuel. But even that model fails to dip below the magic emissions figure of 100 grams per kilometre.
The new Yaris is unlikely to have Toyota's rivals quaking in their boots, but it is a very competent car. It's spacious, solid and well equipped, but it lacks just a little in the charm department.